if anybody tells you that recovery from substance abuse disorder or alcoholism, which I guess is kind of the same thing, whatever, is easy, if they tell you it's easy, they're lying. Okay, it's not easy. It is not easy, and I'm trying to show more of that. A lot of my videos, I'm either, when I'm not posting, it's because I'm going through it a little bit, and I don't want to show that. I don't want to show the struggle as much. And then when I have a really positive, great day, that's when I'll film or, post content. But you know what? That's not what recovery is about. Recovery is good and bad days. So I'm just going to share a little bit about how I had a bad day yesterday. A little bit. I didn't relapse, but fuck, it was a hard day. Yesterday was my birthday, and I don't know why. Well, I guess I do know why, and I'm sure a lot of other people that are going through this understand. But whenever a holiday or a birthday comes around, it's especially hard. Even though I'm not physically going through withdrawal or anything anymore, I'm not in active addiction. Yesterday hit me like a ton of bricks. I woke up and I immediately knew something was off mentally and emotionally for me. I had plans to start my day off right, go to breakfast with my family, go on a hike. Like, I had a lot of plans, and I still went to it was like a breakfast lunch with my family. I still ended up doing that, but that was, I had to get myself to wake up and talk myself into starting the day and tackling this day. But it just really made me realize that even though I'm out of the woods physically, it's not always, I'm not. Mentally, it's going to take a lot of time. And it was crazy. My mind was playing tricks on me because it started off, like I said, I emotionally woke up it's I don't know, knowing my birthday was coming up was just starting to add anxiety. And then the day started off that way. And it was like my mind was making me feel symptoms as if I was probably just cravings. I'm sure I'm just still gonna have those cravings, which I do, but not like that. It was like yesterday, I felt like I was going through it again, and I wasn't bedridden or anything, but it's just, I was fine for days. I was fine for weeks. My days were good. I just hadn't had a day. I hadn't had a day like that in a while, and yesterday was so hard. It really was. I needed to be around people for support, which I was. Luckily, I saw my family, and then my boyfriend and I, we ended up getting dinner later on in the night. But there were a lot of hours in between where I wanted to do other things, and I just felt like I needed to be at home and rest, because my body was also playing tricks on me and making me think that I was back right there in that struggle again, which I'm still in a struggle. But like I said, the mental struggle, really, it's been a mind game for me this whole time. I've always just had to conquer my mind, because even when I've gotten through sickness and stuff, went to rehab, stuff like that, when I get out, it's the mind that makes you relapse. And it's wanting to get back into that comfort zone and, spending birthdays and holidays normally, doing normal things without that being the priority. I would always make sure I had enough to not, because I'd always tell myself, if I can maintain this addiction every day, why would I be sick on my birthday of all days? So it's wild, but I haven't been sick in a long time, a while. There's no reason for me to be sick. But then yesterday, like I said, it just started for some reason making me feel like I was. And it was just I always have little wake-up calls or moments of revelations, and even though it's just probably the science of addiction, there's no real code to it, it's still just, it surprises me when easy days happen at times when you don't think you deserve it. You'll have an easy good moment, if you're just coming off of it for some reason, you'll have this great positive easy day, but then you'll have hard days when you feel like you don't deserve it. And I just didn't understand how I had such a hard day yesterday. But that's the mind games. That's mind is very strong. My will has always been strong in my life. So having my mind set on using, nothing would stop me, of course. Like, nobody could stop me, because if that's what I was going to do, that was what I was going to do. I've always been like an all or nothing person. So yeah, I know that my mind is very strong, and I know that it's just it's gonna pop up sometimes, or I'm gonna have these triggers, have these cravings, and I didn't think that I was gonna have such a defensive day yesterday, but I really was just on defense that whole day. I didn't want to put myself in any risky areas or anything. So instead of doing everything I had planned, I took it easy, which you can do, you know, take it easy on the days that you need to. If you can feel it. It's like an instinctual thing. Not just instinctual, but you know what areas trigger you the most, and you know what days will trigger it the most. I didn't think that my birthday was going to be as hard as it was. But it was hard. But I'm really glad that I didn't relapse. I just let myself feel bad on my birthday. Which, like I said, I didn't feel terrible, but I was like, even if I do feel terrible, like, that wouldn't be the solution. Then it would just create more terrible times. So it will get easier, I know. But I know I don't share a lot of the struggle part. And I want to, because recovery is just not always easy. And I've just been so emotional about it lately. Like yesterday, like, I woke up crying. And I was just like, I don't know, for some reason I felt like the walls were like closing in on me. But they didn't. Look, they didn't. My mind is what will keep me sober. My emotions are what are gonna keep me sober, because instead of escaping my feelings and just turning to what I think is gonna be the solution, even though it's only temporary and it's not a solution at all. Logically, it's not a solution, but it's just, whew, that was tough. And I just gotta keep that mental game strong, because I know that I'm a force to be reckoned with when I'm sober, and I'm definitely a force to be reckoned with when I'm using. So if I put all of that energy and persistence and desperation towards my recovery, then I'll be good, which I have been. It's just like I said, if anybody tells you it's easy, then they're lying. And that's what I've done for a long time. I would pretend that everything was fine and dandy, and that I wasn't going through anything when I was struggling behind the scenes, killing myself basically. You know, I'm falling apart. I was falling apart, but I lived to see another day. The good news is, because I know that it got a little sad there for a minute, don't feel bad for me. The fact that I'm emotional about it, I appreciate the fact that I'm even allowing myself to be vulnerable like this and talk about it, because there are definitely two sides to recovery, the good days and the bad days, but the good days are great days. I woke up today, the day after my birthday, feeling amazing. I woke up today like, wow, why didn't I feel like this yesterday? You know, I woke up today like, hell yeah, like, I'm gonna go get some coffee. Today's gonna be a great day, and here I am just sharing how it went. So thank you to everyone who knew it was my birthday and sent me birthday wishes. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you later. Just keep praying for me, and if anyone has any advice for when these days come up, you know, pop up, like birthdays, holidays, or maybe I should expect it next time, like, okay, today is gonna be hard, just be prepared. I don't think I was prepared yesterday as much, but if you have any advice that you think would help, let me know. I made it through the day though, and today's gonna be a much better day. It already has been. So I hope everyone else has a great day, and thanks for listening. Bye.